pretty? Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about sciatic pain relief, really long-term success. You must know this. It's based again on the work of Robin McKenzie. We are big fans. He has since passed.
Right.
But in the world, he definitely was probably one of the most notable physical therapists.
Particularly for sciatica.
Yeah, well, and for a lot of things. But we've got a lot of his books in our list down below.
Sure.
In our Amazon list, and these are really excellent books. They're inexpensive. They're like $10. We don't even have the McKenzie one here for the back.
Well, a patient has it.
A patient has it. We borrow this. It shows you never borrow a book, right? You never get it back. But he's got treat your own shoulder. He's got treat your own back, treat your own neck, treat your own knee. Real simple books, but they're golden.
Right. They're written for the patient to use.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going to base this treatment. And this is something that if you have sciatica and it's improving and it's feeling good, if you don't do this part, the chances of it reoccurring in the future are much higher. So pay attention to this and just hold on for a little bit. Sometimes we babble on, but Bob, can you?
Oh, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Oh, yeah, that's where you have it. And also, if you get a chance, please go over to Facebook and like us, Bob and Brad. We've got some big giveaways coming up here. We're going to do 7 in a row. This is all going to happen before the holidays because people want to promote their products, and so they're giving us big stuff to give away.
Right, this is exciting. 2018, if you watch this a couple years from now.
The thing about, with the Robin McKenzie thing, again, we were focusing on the person that's better now, but you don't want it to reoccur.
Right, so in other words, that leg pain is pretty much gone. And this is a point as therapists, you get up to this point and they don't want to come back to therapy anymore because they feel good.
Right.
And then they leave. But this is critical to do these next couple steps and then some long-term, real basic
exercises and
habits.
Habits.
That's
the word we're looking
for the habit. Okay, so the pain has gone, and probably sitting, bending, flexing forward back when this was bad all made it worse.
Right.
Okay, Bob, can I just...
Sure. Yep. So generally, the treatment generally is extension to start off with, and that's what the book is going to show you. You're working on extension. You're extending the back. You're keeping the butt down. But once you're beyond that, once things are better, what are you doing next then, Brad?
Okay, so you went through your flexion, and we've got a number of videos that go more detail in how to improve it through the exercise I just demonstrated. But again, you're better, you're feeling better. The next thing is you want to start flexing the low back, but you do that initially by laying down supine just like I am here. Pull both knees to your chest. And when you do these, they should feel perfectly normal. They shouldn't irritate the back or the leg at all. And do 10 of those.
If it irritates the leg or back, you're going to stop immediately.
Right, and then you're going to go back to just the press-ups.
Right.
But if you do 10 of these and it feels good, then you must, absolutely must, roll to your stomach and finish the series with...
Yeah, you always finish with extensions.
Right. And you're going to do 10 of those.
Now, you notice Brad's a little bit stiff in that direction because Brad has spondylolisthesis, and you wouldn't be doing those.
Right. Yeah, if you have
Now, you don't even know how to say it.
Spondylolisthesis. We do pronounce it a little differently. Anyways, that's beyond the point. You're going to do those, 10 of those, and then we're not going to go through the whole series. I really think that the book is a really good reference. It's only $10, and if you've had sciatica, it's well worth getting it for a guide.
You know, we do these videos, and you know, if we were to do a video explaining the whole book, it would take probably an hour.
Right.
I mean, so there's just a lot of information in there. So we try to give you bits and pieces, but if you want to be a little more comprehensive, then we're not trying to sell books here, but I'm trying to help you, and by trying to help you, sometimes you need to have more information, or you need to digest it at your rate.
Right.
I mean, you can't be going with the video where we're moving along pretty fast.
So have your little library, they're skinny little books. And also, if you compare that to a visit to the doctor or a therapist, it's really nothing. It's a great
So you're going to do
benefit.
some flexion and standing too, Brad?
Right, and if that feels good, you can start to go back to doing this. Again, should be completely pain-free, no pain in the back, no symptoms, no numbness, tingling, pain down the leg. You do 10 of those, and then you're going to want to extend backwards 10 times. And that also should be pain-free and feel like a good stretch. So we're balancing that back.
And we've taught you in other videos not to do this bend.
Right.
And what we're doing now is we do want you to stretch you a little bit because you've had this. We want to stretch out the fibers of the disc and stuff like that. So this is the one time we're going to allow you to do it.
Right.
And we don't want you to do it with weight. That's for sure. You don't want to lift anything like this.
Nope.
So you're just going to do a little bit of gentle stretch, and then you're going to finish up by counteracting it so that you can get away from
Precisely.
it. So,
now, when you can do those and you're completely symptom-free, things are going good, then again, you really need to, the habits. The word we couldn't find is your habits, seated posture.
Yeah.
So, Bob, why don't you pull a chair out? The seated posture, I think, is probably one of the things that will create sciatica without you realizing it.
Yeah, this is that we've become a society that sits, and with that, a lot of times you're sitting slouched like this.
Right.
And if you sit slouched like this for hour upon hour, that's where it's going to make that disc problem worse, or give you a disc problem.
Particularly if you have a history of it.
Right, absolutely. So what you want to do is you're going to want to make sure you're using a rolled towel or something to start off with, and you're going to create that arch in your back, so you're going to have kind of regain or establish a straight posture. So
I can see this better.
Yeah, a lot of times we have people start out with a rolled towel, and they find one, the size that works for them.
Right.
A lot of times I've found that people who are in the throes of back pain, of sciatica, they like the thicker towel.
Sure.
And then after a while, after they get better, they get by with a thinner towel.
Sure.
And then eventually you probably want to go out and buy, a lumbar support so you don't have to go around with a towel in your.
Right. These are more comfortable anyways.
They're more comfortable, they're cushiony, and they got
for it.
straps on them. So
Sure.
they can strap onto your car or onto your office chair, and then you can go ahead and give yourself the support.
Right. And those, if you look those supports up, those are Robin McKenzie lumbar supports. You can get more dense ones, they're a little more firm, softer ones, different sizes, different shapes, and that's how you're
memory foam. You got you got square ones, and the problem is that we can't tell you which one's going to work for you. We don't know.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to be a little bit of experimentation. Boy, if you have a friend that's using one, you want to maybe try to see if you can borrow it or try it, just to see how it feels. But that's why I often have people start with a towel just to see, does it feel better?
Right.
Are they getting in better position? And then they work towards, picking out a lumbar support.
But it is really important. The next thing is your body mechanics with bending over and lifting. Because when you bend over like this with another 5 or 10 pounds, that really increases the stress on the back. So we want to make sure you're bending like this as much as possible. One thing you can do is take a cane or a stick or anything that's straight you can handle with, and you're going to go like this. My head's touching the stick. My back is touching.
He's got 3 points of contact here, here, and butt. So he's gonna keep in good position while he's doing the lifting. It's a great one to train you.
And it's a great, good way to work on squat mechanics if you want to do some squats. But it works. It forces you to have good mechanics with bending, and then hopefully that'll carry over to your everyday life.
And if you got somebody with you, and you're doing these, and you're going like this, and then he does them wrong, you just pull it away like this, and you hit him a few times.
Why, Bob?
Well, you want it's negative reinforcement. That's psychology, Brad. That works.
I hope people have tuned out by now.
What? It works. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Remember, we can fix just about anything.
Except for
a broken heart.
There you go.
You know how hard I've been working on that, by the way? And I don't think you have been.
What, the broken heart?
Yeah.
Well,
you gotta
Bob,
pick up the slack.
I've been busy. I've been busy, but I'm getting back to it. This wintertime. In the wintertime, I get.
Does Robin McKenzie have a book on breaking a heart?
Well, he's not alive, Bob.
All right. That's right. Thanks for watching.